Stephanie, you really have no family loyalty. You've always been a selfish child, but I didn't think you were this bad of a person.
What? What's wrong, sis? Did I do something?
Don't play dumb with me. You're awful for not attending Mom's funeral. You ungrateful jerk.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Mom's funeral?
You really don't know anything about it? Mom passed away.
Oh no.
It's true.
When did she die?
3 days ago. I'm stunned. You didn't even know your own parent was dead?
If Mom died, why didn't you call me?
I called you many times. You're the one who ignored me.
But I don't have any missed calls. Maybe you called my old number?
Old number?
I told you I changed to a new phone.
Sorry, I forgot.
If you couldn't call me, you could have messaged me.
I was so upset about Mom's death. I couldn't think of anything else.
Huh. So you were the pallbearer?
Who else is there? Dad's gone and it's just me and you left. It was really hard work doing everything by myself. I got so tired meeting with the funeral home and dealing with the relatives. Are you taking this seriously? Your parent is dead. Aren't you sad?
Not at all.
That's terrible. How can you be so cold-hearted? Don't you feel like you should rush to the funeral home right away?
No, I don't.
Unbelievable. When did you become so cold?
When did you become such a big liar?
What?
What do you want me to do?
You would think you would at least say goodbye or something.
Who would I be saying goodbye to?
Hey, Stephanie, are you kidding me? Your own mother just passed away.
I just had lunch with my mom.
What?
I thought it looked like her, so I called out to her, and it turned out to be Mom. I haven't heard from her in a while. I was surprised to see her here in Chicago. We had lunch together at a restaurant. Mom looked great. I'm so glad I got to see her after all these years.
Huh? That's impossible. How can you have lunch with a dead person? Was it a dream?
It wasn't a dream. I still have the receipt from the restaurant.
Then it's a different person you had lunch with. You had lunch with a woman who looked exactly like our mother, and you mistook her for our mother. Are you really so stupid that you can't even recognize your own mother?
Are you out of your mind? Whose funeral did you organize?
I told you it was our mother's funeral. It's impossible for a dead person to be in Chicago in the first place. You don't think you saw a ghost?
I don't think so. I'm not psychic.
Stephanie, enough. I know you don't want to accept that our mother died, but don't tell me you had lunch with her or some weird lie.
It's you who's lying. It's obvious you are, so just admit it now.
You are such a...
So, how did Mom die?
Car accident. If she was sick, I could have told you earlier. But it was so sudden.
You're lying.
What?
Mom wasn't in a car accident, because when I met her, she wasn't even hurt.
That's why I said she wasn't the one you met. Stephanie, maybe you're tired. Or maybe you're mentally ill?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm happy every day and I don't have a single worry.
Well, I'm worried about you because you're saying many strange things. Why don't you go to the hospital? Maybe the shock of hearing about your mom's death is making you crazy?
I'm perfectly sane. You're the one who's crazy enough to go to a funeral for someone who's not your parent. You should go to the hospital.
I'm not trying to fight with you. At least come home to say goodbye to her. I'm sure Mom would have liked that.
Of course not. I just met her.
I didn't think you could be so stubborn. Anyway, come home just once.
No way. It's a waste of money.
Your parent died and you're stingy with travel expenses? Mom wouldn't be happy to see you like this.
She's not dead. She's still alive and well.
She's really gone.
Oh, so did you get an inheritance?
There's no inheritance. Mom was barely scraping by.
What? Really?
Were you counting on that, Stephanie?
It'd be lucky to get it, I guess.
What an unscrupulous girl. You don't grieve when Mom dies. You only want your inheritance.
I was just wondering how much inheritance there was. Maybe she had some expensive jewelry or something hidden away.
That's enough. I'm going now. Bye.
Call me when you find the inheritance. Don't keep it all to yourself. Hey, sis, are you out? I just got back to Mom's house. Mom doesn't seem to have any money.
What? You're at home?
Yes, I am.
When did you get home? When I asked you to come and say goodbye, you said it was a waste of money.
I changed my mind after all. I mean, I'm free to go back to my family home whenever I want, right?
Yes, but...
Where are you, sis?
At the town hall. I have to go to the bank now. When a family member dies, there are a lot of procedures.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
As if it's someone else's problem. I'm the one who has to do it all by myself since you didn't come back.
By the way, where did you hide the money?
The money?
Since you're taking charge of all the arrangements, you must have received a lot of insurance money, right? I looked all over the house and couldn't find any.
Why do you need that?
Because half is mine, right? We're the only 2 children. Don't tell me you put it all in your own pocket, sister.
What are you talking about? All the money from the insurance went to the funeral. How much do you think it cost?
Are you serious? I thought I could at least get travel expenses.
You obstinate child. Did you think you could cover the travel expenses with the money from the insurance?
Because it took me 3 hours by plane to get back here from Chicago.
You should at least pay for the flight yourself.
I'm a poor freelancer, so the airfare is ridiculous.
I see. You're still an unsuccessful theater actor. You're still dreaming at your age?
I guess. I don't need the money, but I like to do what I like.
Mom in heaven would be appalled. She's been worried about you for a long time.
Oh, I just found the newspaper with Mom's obituary. I didn't know you wrote one.
Of course I did.
I asked around in the neighborhood. They all said they were at the funeral. So you weren't lying.
You really suspected I was?
Yes, I did. I guess I was wrong about Mom. I really thought we had lunch together.
You must have been dreaming.
Maybe you're right. I'm shocked. Our mother is really gone.
Yes, she is. I guess you're finally facing reality.
I heard some of my friends were at the funeral.
Yeah, some of them still live in the area and knew her.
I'll have to thank them later.
You should.
So, how much was the insurance anyway?
What? Now you're talking about insurance again? Are you that desperate for money?
Why do you say that?
Because you keep talking about money all the time, like inheritance and insurance.
I'm just checking. You want to take what you can get, don't you? It's said that money is the biggest problem in this kind of situation. I wanted to make it clear as soon as possible.
Unfortunately, there wasn't much of anything.
Really?
I was surprised too. But I guess she couldn't afford to pay the premiums.
Poor Mom.
Maybe one of us should have gotten married. I wish I could have shown her some grandchildren.
Well, since neither of us plan to get married, what could we do?
I haven't given up yet. I'm only 33.
Well, I've decided to live for my work. I don't care if I'm single for the rest of my life.
Your job is just a part-time job.
I'm an actress, though.
You can't make a living as an actress alone.
Well, yeah, that's why I never have that much money.
I'm sorry to hear that. I've been doing my best just to give her a funeral.
Well, I don't have anything to give you to help out. I'm going to go back home now.
You're leaving already?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to get rid of the house. If it sells, I'll give you half.
Okay.
But it's going to take a while. I don't even know if it'll sell.
Okay.
Now you believe me that our mother is dead, right?
Sort of. I mean, I have all this evidence.
Now that you're here, do you want to have dinner with me?
No, I'm busy.
Okay, come back another time.
Okay. Sis, you bought a very nice apartment.
What?
Did you sell our parents' house for a good price? You're going to live with our mother in a comfortable apartment, aren't you? I love it. Please let me be a part of it.
What are you talking about? Our mother is gone. You understand that, don't you? I thought you finally accepted the truth and now you're going crazy again?
There's a girl I went to school with who's a bit ditzy and really tactless.
What are you talking about?
She went to our mom's funeral.
What about it?
I went to see her the other day when I visited back home. I thought I'd say thank you for going. She kind of ruined your plan.
What did she do?
She took a picture of the inside of the coffin.
What? When did she take that?
You said Mom was badly damaged in the accident, so you warned everyone not to look inside. But she really wanted to say goodbye to her face to face. She opened the coffin without permission and even took a photo.
That's a bit...
I guess a ditz does things differently. And then she showed me the picture.
Are you trying to say that the face is different?
She's a completely different person. That's not our mother.
She was badly injured in the accident, so it's natural that she looks different from when she was alive.
Even so, that person is too different. She's not that skinny.
You don't know because you haven't seen her for a while.
Even if I hadn't seen her for a while, I'd recognize her face. And the next door neighbor, he said Mom was as healthy looking as ever until just before the funeral.
Maybe everyone sees things differently.
Can you explain?
Huh?
Whose funeral was it?
Will you stop it? I'm still recovering from losing my mother. I couldn't believe this accident happened to my mother either. It was hard to accept, but I did. Don't be weird about it.
I knew you wouldn't admit to it, so I checked everything out.
What can a poor freelancer do? Did you hire a detective? There's no way you have that kind of money.
You're right, I don't have any money, but I have a lot of friends, theater company members. After I got the call from you that our mother had passed away, I asked them to help me find our mother.
What? You never told me that.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
But you couldn't find her, could you? And Mom's not very good with technology, so I'm pretty sure she doesn't even have a phone.
After lunch with me, she quickly had to go off somewhere by herself. She was acting a little strange.
So?
Soon after that, I got the call from you. And with the help of my theater friends in Chicago, I tracked her down.
But it wasn't her that you found, was it? You having lunch with Mom was just a fantasy.
Really? Thanks to the help of my friends, I was able to locate our mother. She was living in a small apartment far from the city center. It was an old apartment that looked like it was about to fall apart. It's a far cry from the beautiful apartment you bought.
So what? You're chasing around a stranger who just looks like your mother. It's like being a stalker, isn't it?
So, here's the great part.
Enough! I don't have time for your fantasies. I guess when you have nothing to do but fantasize, you can come up with any story. I'm sorry, but I'm busy.
I'm almost done. Just hear me out. You know what that ditzy girl says? She says the woman in the coffin looks just like the homeless lady who used to live in front of the station.
Who remembers what a homeless person looks like? Are you just saying random things now?
But she remembered. She was a ditz. She talked to everyone. Homeless or not, she became friends with them.
Huh?
Of all the homeless people, the one she was friends with the most was a woman named Tilly. She insists that's definitely the person in the coffin. So she took pictures of the inside of the coffin and documented it. She wanted proof that the person in the coffin was Tilly.
Stephanie, how much do you want?
Huh?
I'll pay you as much money as you want, so I want you to keep quiet about this.
You're a very generous insurance recipient, aren't you? I mean, are you going to admit it?
Just tell me the amount and then get the hell out of here.
I don't want your money.
You wanted it so badly before.
That was all an act. I'm still an actress after all. You must have seen me as a spoiled sister who wants the inheritance and insurance money.
If you don't want the money, what do you want?
The truth. I want the truth.
If I tell you, will you shut up?
Yeah, I will.
Really?
I don't want any of my family members to become criminals because it would affect my future.
That's true.
So, how did you end up in this situation?
I happened to be at the scene of an accident involving a homeless woman. She was hit by a car and there was no one around. I panicked and tried to call an ambulance, but Mom stopped me.
What? What do you mean?
She told me to pretend she was in the accident. So I did what she told me and I went to her funeral and told everyone she was dead.
Why would she do that? Pretending to be dead with someone else's body? That's like straight out of a movie. What did she want?
Our mother was in a lot of debt. I was helping her pay her bills, but she was borrowing from some weird places too. I kept paying it back, but it just wouldn't go down.
Why would she have debt?
She was addicted to gambling.
Couldn't you have done something about it before it happened? You were always there for our mother, weren't you?
I told her many times to stop gambling, but she wouldn't listen to me, and the debts just kept piling up. She started borrowing money in my name without my permission. They even came to my office to collect. I couldn't rely on you, a poor actress. I had no choice but to do what I had to do to pay off my debts. I'm a victim too.
But
you've got it good living by yourself, not having to take care of anyone else, chasing your dreams, doing what you want, and I'm the one who's getting the short end of the stick.
I feel bad. I haven't been home for a long time. I didn't know that you were in debt.
That's the truth. Are we done? If you want to go to the police, go ahead.
Okay, I will.
Huh? You're really going to go?
Yep, I'm going. Because everything you just said is a lie.
What is that based on?
Because our mother told me everything.
She's lying. She's trying to make me look bad to protect herself.
No, she's not. You took advantage of our mother, didn't you? It wasn't Mom who was in debt, it was you, sister. You were the one who made it look like our mother died. And you tried to get the insurance money. It was also you who sent Mom away to their shabby apartment.
Don't be fooled by the delusions of an old person.
Mom was crying. She said she didn't want to do that. She said she felt bad for the person who died and that she couldn't face me.
Just leave me alone. Bye.
That's not how it works. Mom will have to live secretly from now on.
I don't care. She's not getting any younger.
You've finally shown your true colors. It's my fault for chasing after my dreams and not taking care of my family. So I'll take responsibility and I'll expose your crimes.
My crimes? Everything you're saying is just made up. What proof do you have?
Mom recorded her conversation with you.
What? That's a lie! Mom is bad at technology and isn't even able to use a smartphone.
But Mom can use a voice recorder.
A voice recorder?
Yeah. Dad taught her how to use it before he passed away. He said it's useful to record your voice in case you get into trouble. That's Dad for you. The voice recorder is like Dad watching over us.
I didn't know.
Do you know why Mom isn't going to the police even with that strong evidence against you? Because you're her daughter.
Then give me that recording.
I'm not giving it to you. I shuddered when I heard the audio. You only gave Mom $30,000 and then forced her to pretend to be in an accident. Then you told her to go on living in secret like someone who no longer existed. You threatened her with death if she ever told the police.
That's...
How is she supposed to live on $30,000? Without any social security number or ID? She can't even work.
Well, you found out. I don't care anymore.
What?
A mother is supposed to make sacrifices for her daughter. She's going to die soon anyway, and it'll be hard for her to live with the guilt.
What a person. You did all this for only $500,000 insurance money?
Only? I could pay off my debt with this money. Of course I want it. Oh, this really sucks. If only you hadn't run into that old hag by accident, things would have worked out.
I know you lied about trying to call me before the funeral. You just didn't want me to check inside the casket.
That's right. I went to a lot of trouble to get the relatives not to call you, okay? And now it's all for nothing.
You have to pay back the insurance money.
I can't. I already used it to pay off my debts.
Well, that's not okay. You'll go to court and the police will arrest you.
Stephanie, we're sisters, aren't we? Please keep this a secret.
I don't want to.
You little shit! You're still my sister!
I don't consider you my sister. You've always been so negative, telling me that I'm wasting my time chasing dreams. You're always insulting me. The only reason I stayed away from my parents' house was because of you. But now I regret it. I hate myself for not noticing how Mom was doing. If I'd known sooner, none of this would have happened.
Now I have no choice but to run away.
Running away won't help. You'll pay for what you've done. After that, my sister disappeared, or so she thought. But in no time at all, the police found her and arrested her. To the homeless woman who got caught up in our family mess, I'm truly sorry. So myself and my ditzy classmate held a small funeral for the dead woman. I didn't attend my sister's trial, so I don't know much about it. She was convicted of fraud for deceiving the insurance company and sentenced to go to jail. My mother and I started to live together in Chicago. According to what my mother said, she could not stop my sister from committing the crime. My sister had threatened to harm me if she did not listen to her. I was protected by my mother without knowing it. From now on, I will do my best to take care of my mother.